Okay, now it's working.
It's dust, they're not colorful.
Yeah. Yeah, in the morning they've been, like between 8 and 10, they've been really active. And there's just enough sun.
Can I come in my pajamas?
Sure. That's how I live.
I might do that. Just come in my just put a pair of sweatpants on and...
I used to tell people that I have 8 impeccably tailored tuxedos in different cuts and styles and weights. Like I have a summer weight
How cool.
tuxedo that I could wear in LA in the summer.
Wow.
And I do not own a business suit.
Nobody wears that anymore, really.
Yeah. My sister Kelly, the theater teacher, stole my white tie and tails grid.
Well, my husband has a white jacket.
Well, she needed it for a play. And I don't think I'll ever be called upon for a white tie and tails event.
Probably not. They canceled the white party.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I think people are just done with it.
The guy who started it and was like the spirit behind it died like 3 years ago.
Oh, he did?
And they tried to keep it going, but it just wasn't the same.
I get how that is. I'm still running away because I have a cranky in my mouth.
It's really starting to get crowded here now.
Yeah.
Because the babies have been coming out steady since October, and they're staying here. Oh.
They stand up and just lazy.
Yeah. At that pier, she just left. There was a baby there.
Oh.
It was fun. It was getting swarmed by the other birds, and it was just sitting there like, I'll leave when I'm ready.
I have a lot of them, but I sure can't find a nest. I keep looking.
Yeah.
You know, until you see it.
You don't know what to look for.
Right. I mean, I even know what to look for, and still, I swear I could probably be staring at it and not seeing it.
Well, and that's a benefit to the birds. I mean, I still haven't recovered from my plan to film the eggs cycle and everything, and 5 minutes and 1 mockingbird, 5 nests gone. Oh, there's the guy. There's the guy without the tail. He's right there. See how he just kind of ends?
I don't know which one that's talking about.
Right?
Right in front of these?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he flies differently because he's got no lift on his tail. And it's like he probably lost it fighting with another Costa. Because if the other Costa got a latch or a hook on the tail feathers, they just come out.
A lot of animals, like how they have that little white on their tail.
Uh-huh.
A lot of animals have that because it fools the other animals into thinking that's their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go, like butterflies, they always have eyes on them. If you look at their like markings,
Mm-hmm.
they're always like giant eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a cousin in San Diego who every year hatches monarchs in her house.
Well, I've done that.
Yeah.
You can buy like a little stick.
Uh-huh. And she plants milkweed in this Balboa Park community garden.
I did that with my kids when they were little, you know. It's just like a kit, though. You put it in and it already has the nest or the
Chrysalis?
yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chrysalis, I guess. And then there's a museum in Chicago where you can walk through the butterfly exhibit. It's like filled with all different butterflies.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, they have all the chrysalis hanging, and they mark them for what kind of. They're like gorgeous. They look like jewels.
Mm-hmm. When the Living Desert first opened, they tried to have a hummingbird aviary, and they realized very quickly you cannot confine hummingbirds. They will not tolerate it. Not even momentarily.
The kangaroos will, but the hummingbirds won't.
Right.
Have you been to that kangaroo exhibit?
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I love that. And the giraffes.
Yeah. I have a hard time paying $5 for a piece of romaine lettuce.
I know.
Well, it's like I'm going to hide that lettuce in my purse from home. There's a place, well, it's about 5 hours away from us, so we stayed in a hotel overnight. Then we got up early in the morning and went to the thing. And first you spend about 2 hours with the elephants, and you give them a bath.
Ah.
And elephants are a lot like dogs. As long as you're near them, whoever trained them is near them, then they're perfectly calm and couldn't care less what I did to them. But the minute the trainer went in the back, the elephant got all like utchy and wanted to follow them. But you can hug them and hold them and touch their ears and wash them. And actually you're doing their job because they need to be washed 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're done with that, oh, look at that one right in my face.
Yeah. Going after bugs.
When you're done with that, they, you go to like, the only way I could explain it is like a big gymnasium, and you're on the very top level, and the giraffes are on the bottom. So they stick their head over the rail, and you can hug them and touch them, and they're like, because you're just their height.
Mm-hmm.
And that was super, and feed them too. Although we didn't feed them lettuce, we mostly fed them carrots. That was very cool too. I try to do every animal thing I can.
Yeah.
There's some animal, not a rescue, sort of a sanctuary up in Yucca Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to go there. I'm trying to get people together.
Oh,
It's
okay.
$100. It's $300, and I think up to 10 people.
Wow.
So if I could just find 2, I'd spend $100 to do it. It's hard to even find 2 other people who could have a date.
What kind of animals is it?
No, I think that some of I think they have different like tours kind of or whatever. But one of them, if I'm not mistaken, is, I'm just going to say big cats. I think they're leopards, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
And you get to feed them, like with tongs through their cage. You know, they feed
cool.
those animals with tongs.
Yeah.
I would love doing that. Like I always joke, did you watch, what was his name? Wildlife Joe, the guy with all the tigers.
Jack Hanna or...
No.
Oh, yeah.
Tiger Joe or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Like, I would have paid $100 to hold a baby tiger. I hate to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to have my a queue at the MGM show because I was what I had to do to get to where I needed to be to play my music was I had to walk past the Siegfried and Roy Tigers.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah, until you learn things about them, you know. Like they like the white tigers, which are artificially bred, and they don't see well and they don't hear well, and so they can panic easily. And I like letting them be tigers, you know.
I don't know. I have a hard time with that too.
One of the things I love about the hummingbirds is you can't train them.
Yeah.
You want to try?
I could tell they wanted to.
It's easy.
So you can take a chair or 2 chairs.
Yeah.
And then
Now, if you hold it in your fingers like this, they won't think you're going to grab them.
and then
Yeah.
hold it like this so they don't think you're gonna get them. And okay. It's okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, they
Hey.
didn't waste any time.
You can have a chair too if you want.
No, I like the stand. So you can really feel the breeze from their wind.
I know.
Yeah,
aren't
they displace
amazing?
a lot of air.
Why don't you have your camera?
I know, it's good. Can I have another one? Never mind, sorry. I'm deterred.
Yeah.
Now you understand what I said? There's hummingbirds all over the place. I think
Yeah.
like 1 or 2.
It happens every sunset
Isn't this amazing?
Oh, every sunset?
There's just
Yeah.
so many.
and every dawn too, except nobody likes to get up with me.
They're not coming back to me. They're-
They will, if you just stay still. That's all they need. There's a higher sugar concentration in the hand feeders. So the ones that know prefer them.
Are you in awe? Yeah. I've never seen so many.
Yeah,
And they're really beautiful.
they are.
Look at long eyes.
Yeah.
I like the football.
Yeah, those are Costas hummingbirds. And they're showing like really bright purple right now because they're mating. And
And so, like, the top of their head will be black, and then,
Yeah.
and then it will be purple.
yeah, that's because it's an iridescence.
Okay.
It's not a pigment. They have microscopic bubbles on translucent feathers that diffract the light. Ah, I got a percher.
If they go flying past your ears like this.
I know.
I just love the feel of their wings. These are males, right?
Yeah. Well, right now the females were here here earlier.
These are just all males?
Right now, pretty much. There are a few.
These kind of, like, look at that one's perched right on his finger.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
8 years.
you have this happen in your life before this as well?
No. I was very, very sick 8 years ago, and I had one feeder that a friend put up on my back porch, and I could sit in the shade and watch that one feeder. And then as I got better, I thought I'd repay the favor, and I just started hanging feeders. It's a lot like Field of Dreams, because if you build it, they will come. Yeah.
At my house, the bees come.
Yeah. I didn't notice when I retired here, but Palm Springs is famous for the hummingbirds. The Calhia revere them. Their origin story is that they followed the hummingbirds to live here.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you move from?
The last place I was in Victorville, but I lived in Las Vegas, I lived in Reno, I lived in Hollywood. I just kind of followed the money. I was a musician, so.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Do you want me to take your picture, Sarah? I'm going to set that right there. Sorry, honey.
Yeah, it is. And you would think this many flying that fast and being so busy, I wasn't expecting to be as calming as it is.
Right, it is very calming.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Water.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Did you get one to feed from you?
Yes.
Okay. Because everyone has to at least experience that. They love you, Steve.
Yeah.
They're all over you.
Most of them have known me since the day they were born. And they've known me here being the guy who handles the food. If I let the feeders get low, they get in my face.
Here you go. Thank you so much.
Right over here.
Quite an experience. What's your name?
Yeah, Steve.
Steve, my name's Carol. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm here every dawn and every sunset.
Are you?
Yeah. I
Thank
mean,
you for letting me experience your
Yeah,
family.
thank you.
I'm on vacation, so this is a treat.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean,
Beautiful.
there's so much to do and see in Palm Springs, and people are always calling me saying, "Hey, we got it," and I'm like, "Is it better than this?"
Yeah, right. I was about half a mile down the road. We were at Ralph's, and I said, halfway on her next road over, I said, I've got to surprise you. Yeah, she had no idea. Oh, it's beautiful. Thanks again.
You're very welcome. Come by anytime. Yeah, that is so cool. There you go. Ah, that's my girl Max.
I'm sorry, I looked at all this coming. It's to hurt your mouth.
Yeah.
But I wanted one to come. That's just so funny. You see those people who make like headbands and all
Yeah.
kinds of things?
Yeah, I don't like locking my head up like that. I like being able to look around and
My friend Robert, he died, but oh my God, he was a hummingbird whisperer too. And we used to like take like a pamphlet, let's say, from someplace and put it in our mouth, and they would come, and then put the feeder on that, and they would come there. And,
yeah.
but not this many, not like this.
It's going to keep getting more and more crowded here until the equinox. And that's when they'll back off from the mating and start getting ready for the migration.
When is the equinox?
I haven't looked. Let's see. Probably April, maybe March. It's around the time of Passover and stuff.
I have a high school reunion and I really want to go, but it's at the beginning of May. Like we're usually still here at the beginning of May.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about driving to Denver because my son lives in Denver. And what I really want to do is ship the car from Denver and fly home. Because driving from Denver to Chicago is like boring.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You digging upstairs yard, Daisy?
It's okay.
You're all tangled.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get you that one. Oh, the did go to the yard. Look at you. Put on socks and you would be cold.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your phone over now. I can't get a picture of you. Hard to hold everything.
Been trying to sit still in the cold. I mean,
Well, I've learned to dress warm. Put on a sweatshirt or something.
yeah. Well, and I keep reminding myself, this is Palm Springs cold. They're playing football in Buffalo right now.
Right, it's like 12 below in Chicago right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for the kisses. Thank you for the kisses. Did you see her watching it?
Yeah. Oh, she likes sugar.
She loves sugar. And I thought that was cute. She was watching. She didn't really go for it. She was just watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my little love dog.
The neighbor's orange cat has figured out the hummingbird boundaries. He knows how close he can get before they start swooping down to poking his eyes.
They do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Are they going to go after my dog?
No. No. If they don't feel hunted, they're perfectly fine. But,
She's following them. Look at her head.
yeah. My guy Jasper didn't hunt hummingbirds. They taught him. But he would hunt the mockingbirds and the jays and